Hey guys, it is Buttercookie and I am back with another YouTube video. Today we are testing different clays for butter slimes. And if you do not know, butter slimes are my favorite slime texture. I love mixing clay into slime. And this video is 20 minutes of pure clay mixing ASMR and clay mixing review. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope I see you guys at the end. Anyways, first clay we are reviewing is Honey Toys clay. This clay has been one of my favorites for a long time because it comes in many different colors and it's very easy to use, especially in Instagram videos. The clay comes packaged very well. It comes in this very nice and sturdy box, and it comes in these little packets, and the clay unfortunately is very hard to take out of the packets, so you'll see me using a scissor to take the clay out. But the clay comes in many different colors and it's very easy to shape and it's very easy to mold, so you can make little sculptures out of the clay and you can mix those sculptures into slime, and it makes for a very nice video, especially on Instagram. If you want those views, this clay will get you those views. So first impressions about this clay: it's very easy to squish and squeeze and mix into the slime. It's a very satisfying clay and it's really easy to just mix into the slime. You can't really go wrong with this clay. If you're a beginner slimer, I would really suggest this clay just because it's really easy to use. It's very versatile. You can use it in many different ways for many different purposes, and it makes a really nice end product. It's a very fluffy and doughy clay, and it makes a very poofy and doughy and buttery texture at the end. Very fluffy, and it does inflate quite a bit. The only problem I had with this clay is that after I let the end product sit in a container for like a day or so, it created this weird wet residue on top, but that can easily go away after you play with it. So you can buy this clay on Amazon for about $15, and I've listed the pros and cons on the screen, so pause if you want to read. And the next clay we have is Endo Soft clay. This clay has blown up on Instagram for the last few months, and it has been super duper popular, and I really have been wanting to try out this clay for such a long time. And so you can buy this off of nendosoftclay.com, or you can buy this on Amazon. I bought this off of Amazon because I do a lot of shopping on Amazon. And one thing I liked about this clay is that it is very easy to draw on. So if you want to draw some things onto some clay, Nendo is the way to go. And one thing I really liked about it is that this clay did not ruin my markers. Daiso clay tends to ruin my markers when I draw on it, but this one did not do that. So that was very helpful and very nice. So my first impressions about this clay is that it is very, very tough. I was not expecting it to be as tough as it was. It was very hard to squish and very hard to squeeze and mix into the slime. And it took at least 10 whole minutes just to mix the clay into the slime. And even then, at the end product, if you look closely, you will still see some clay chunks in the slime. Like, the clay did not even dissolve into the slime, which I found very surprising. I've never experienced this before with any clay. And so for like the next 5 days, I think, there were still clay chunks in the end product. And it was really annoying, so I was really sad about that. And it did eventually go away. The clay chunks did. I kept squeezing them until they dissolved into the slime, but that was really disappointing. But as you can see, the end result is very fluffy, it's inflatable, it is bubbly, and it is really nice, so I cannot argue with that. So I'd like to say this clay does cost over $6, which is very bad, especially for business purposes, so I do not particularly enjoy that. But anyways, the next clay we have is Happy Kawaii Supplies clay. I have been a huge fan of this Etsy shop because they have literally every charm you could think of in existence for a very good and affordable price. And this clay, y'all, it was very, very cheap. It was extremely cheap, and I was kind of very skeptical because it was super cheap. And it did leave a really weird oily residue when I first took it out of the package, but it did go away, so it was okay. So first impressions about this clay, it is a very stretchy and dense clay, and I really do like that because it makes for a very nice, once again, satisfying clay mixing. And this clay is very affordable and cheap, and it makes a very nice and fluffy and poofy and inflatable texture at the end. So it was a very nice clay, especially for the price. It was extremely cheap. And I also know as a fact that Slime Glitters uses this clay for his butter slimes. And if you don't know who Slime Glitters is, he is a very famous slime shop on Instagram. So if you guys want the same clay that Slime Glitters uses, then go buy this one. This one is very nice. I was very impressed with this one. So this clay is very cheap, like I said before. It is $2.50 and you can buy it off of Etsy from Happy Kawaii Supplies shop. And the next clay I am reviewing is Amazon Soft Clay. And this came in such a big package. I was not expecting it to be this big. And one thing I'd like to mention is that Peachy Babies, if you don't know her, you should go check her out. She is an amazing slime YouTuber channel. And she reviewed this clay as well in a video like this one. And actually a lot of my clay inspirations came from her video, so go check her out and that video because it was amazing. And so she mentioned that this clay did not work well with clear slime. And in her video, the slime became very hard and rubbery when she mixed it with clear slime. But when she mixed it with white glue slime, it became a very nice texture. So in this video, I'm mixing it into white glue and I put some black glitters to make an Oreo themed slime. So the clay itself is a very sizzly and stretchy and doughy clay, and I was very happy with the texture. And the end result was very clay heavy, it was very thick, it was sizzly, but it wasn't very inflatable. It did inflate, but not as much as the other clays, so keep that in mind if you want to purchase this one. So as Peachy Babies said, this clay does work very well with white glue slime. I did not test this with clear slime, but you can go ahead and check out Peachy Babies' video of this clay, and you can see how it turned out in clear slime. So you can buy this clay on Amazon and it's about $10, and I've listed the pros and cons once again. And if you thought the last clay was big, this one is easily 2 or 3 times bigger than the last one. This one is huge. I was not expecting it to be this big. And so this one is Moon Cotton clay, and if you know who Moon Cotton is, she is a famous slimer on Instagram, and so she was selling her supplies on her website because I think she was like clearing out all of her supplies because she didn't really want to sell slime anymore. I don't really know the full story, I could be wrong, but I really wanted to pick up her clay because I love her butter slimes so much. And this clay is very light, it's very stretchy and sizzly, and the best thing about this clay is it sculpts very, very well. I'm not very good at sculpting, but that's probably the best I can do, that really weird heart, but it is a very nice clay. So this mixes into a very nice, light, fluffy, sizzly, inflatable texture, and it's very light and it's very easy to stretch and spread. And I really like this texture. It's not very dense, but it's still super nice. And a couple of things I want to say about this clay is that you probably cannot buy it anymore because it is sold out on her website and she was selling it as a one-time thing only.
So I'm sorry guys, you probably cannot buy this clay anywhere anymore. So that is a huge bummer. And the second thing I also want to say is that Moon Cotton has a very long shipping. This took about 3 weeks to arrive, and that is a very long time. This is why the video was delayed. Actually, I was wanting to have this video up like a couple of weeks ago, but this clay was not arriving anytime soon, so I was really disappointed, but the shipping was very, very slow.
So I bought this clay on shopmooncotton.com and it was on sale for $14. It is discontinued, so you can't buy this anymore, which I apologize, but at least you could see it in this video, so yeah. Anyways, we're on to our last clay, but definitely not the least. This is the OG, the original. It is the Daiso clay. Now this clay has been used for butter slime ever since it was created by Slime OG. This is the clay she uses to make butter slime, at least in her video. And this clay is just amazing. So personally, I think Daiso is my favorite clay for slime because for me it makes the perfect butter slime. It has everything that I look for in a butter slime, which is a dense butter slime. It makes an inflatable butter slime. It is sizzly, it is poofy. It is honestly perfect. I've been using this clay for many years and it is my favorite clay for butter slime. And this is the clay I use for my butter slimes that I sell in my shop. So you can buy this clay from two places. You can buy it from Amazon or the Daiso store. Amazon, it's over $4. The Daiso store, it's $1.50. And this is the outro. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys really liked this video because I had so much fun testing out these clays and I had so much fun editing, even though it was a seriously long process because I had like over an hour of footage to edit. But this was seriously one of the funnest videos I've made on my YouTube so far, and I hope you guys liked it. Please check out my Instagram and my shop. It's all on the screen right now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and comment down below what your favorite clay for slime is.